Today we're trying Indian food. We got the buttered chicken, the garlic naan, the onion bhajia, the gulab jamun. I think I got that right. And this came with some sauce and a whole basin of rice. We went to India Oven in Bowling Green, Kentucky for a grand total of $35. Let's start with this onion bhajia. This is great. It tastes like an onion ring, but there's no onion inside. It just has onion flavoring. So it's kind of like a fry. I like it. I give this an 8. Now let's try a piece of this garlic naan. It's paper thin. That seasoning is out of this world. It has a nice garlic parmesan taste, and that is cooked to perfection. I'm not even joking. It's thin bread, but it has so much flavor to it. In fact, this might be the best bread I've ever had in my life. 9.5. Now let's try this buttered chicken for the very first time. Now they didn't give me a fork or nothing, so thankfully I had a fork in my car, but yeah. Holy crap! This might be the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. Okay, let me chill out. This chicken is it's like liquid. It just melts in your mouth, okay? And as for the butter taste, it does taste a little oily. But what I'm really getting is a cinnamon taste for some reason. And this is absolutely delicious. You get these giant chunks of chicken in here. You get a lot of it. This thing was $15, I know, but look how much preparation and work went into this thing. And it's a big portion. It would take me forever to eat all this and this broth and everything. This is divine. It is not the best thing I've ever had in my life, but it is truly divine. One of the best things I've had in my life. I give this a 9.9. I am absolutely blown away. I'm gonna be getting this a lot more. We're gonna break off a piece of this garlic naan and dip it in the buttered chicken. Let's see how good this is. My taste buds have been violated. That should be a crime. I'm tweaking. Okay, let's wrap this up with the gulab jamun. Oh, dang, that's kind of hard to get in there. Okay, this is sitting in a bowl of syrup, by the way. With the syrup on it, it kind of reminds me of a condensed pancake. And it's kind of heavy-hitting, heavy in the stomach. So it's good, but I give it like a 6. If you ever hit up Indian Oven or any other Indian restaurant in the future, please get their buttered chicken. Do yourself a favor. My second time trying Indian food, plus an update on the restaurant. So recently I went to India Oven in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and that video went super viral. It was literally crazy. Well, today I walked in there and I was greeted by applause, literally applause. Like everyone was like, thank you, thank you. The workers were so appreciative. It was ridiculous. And I even talked to the co-owner who was working there at the time named Morty. And here he is. So this is the co-owner, Morty. Morty, have you ever seen any increase in business lately ever since my video?
Yeah, after video, a lot of people knows about us, and we sell a lot of butter chicken and kind of food.
That's awesome.
All right.
And yeah, there actually was a noticeable change to the restaurant, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting India Oven. All you who showed up, love you guys. You guys are amazing. And thank you guys for supporting that very first video of me eating the Indian food. This now is the second time we're gonna eat Indian food, so let's get some more stuff. This time we got the chicken tikka masala, the lamb samosas. We got a new type of naan called mozzarella naan, and you know we had to get the garlic naan one more time because I cannot go home without getting this bread. And finally, we got the masala chai, which is an Indian spiced tea with milk. And of course, this meal came with that big basin of rice we love, and this whole meal was about 32 bucks. Let's start with the lamb samosas, which are crisp turnovers with lamb and peas in them. That is phenomenal. It looks like it's very crunchy, but it's actually extremely soft, and the lamb inside is extremely tender. In my opinion, it could use some sauce with it, but this is actually still really good. I gotta give it an 8 out of 10. Now let's try this mozzarella naan. Let's see how much cheese is in there. I did think it would be more stringy, but whatever. Okay, there is some cheese in there. Okay, that bite right there was way better because the cheese this time was definitely noticeable and there was a buttery taste inside. It looks like it's burnt, but it's actually not. It's got a perfect char to it, so it's still super, super soft. And there's like some Parmesan on top or something. I'm getting a vibe. This is really good. Could have been more cheesy, but it's still really good. I gotta give it an 8. Garlic naan once again saves the day. This one is my favorite. The garlic naan is so amazing. I believe I gave this a 9.9 last time, and I definitely still stand with that. Now let's get what everyone told me to get, the chicken tikka marsala. Now they still didn't give me a fork this time, but I still had a fork in my car. So let's get this. Ooh, this one looks up. It looks very similar to the butter chicken, but let's get it. Oh, that has some spice to it. Oh my gosh. Imagine if I spilled this in my car. Okay, overall impressions. So you get nice big clumps of chicken there. I think you guys can see that. It's pretty big after all. And you get a big portion of broth and everything. However, overall, in my opinion, I actually like the butter chicken that I had before more because that had a cinnamon taste to it. This doesn't. It's definitely spicy, and this is really, really, really good. And the chicken is just as tender as before, but I guess I like that cinnamon vibe to it that this one doesn't have. So overall, it's really close. I think I gave the butter chicken a 9.9. I'm going to give this a 9.6. Really close. It's just that I like the butter chicken more. But man, that is spicy. Woo! Now let's dip a piece of the mozzarella naan into the chicken tikka marsala. Let's get it. That is insanely good. That might be the best combination of anything that I've ever had. We'll put some garlic naan in there now. Dip, dip, dip. Yep, both of those are 10 out of 10 combinations. If you ever get Indian food, please do yourself a favor and do that. And then finally, I'm parched, so let's try this masala chai drink. Wow. Wait, my tongue is orange. This drink is thick, and you know Lukefoods loves thick things because, oh my gosh, tastes like mango, but you can really get that pulp action because of how thick it is. It is really good though and refreshing. I gotta give it an 8.5. So yeah, I know it came pretty late, but that was Lukefoods with an India oven update. And their food really is worthy of the high ratings, no joke. I really loved it. It was my gateway into Indian food, and it was super good. So I'd love to go back. I totally recommend them. Trying Indian food with a butter chicken fountain. Yes, a butter chicken fountain, guys. Look at this. This is insane. We're taking it to the next level here on Lukefoods. Take some of that garlic naan and just let the butter chicken drip all over it, baby. Oh yeah, lather that naan, baby. This is the peak of my life right here. We got some of that mozzarella naan with mozzarella cheese inside. Come to me, baby. Come to me. Take our whole basin of rice. Come to my rice, baby. Come to my rice. Oh, yeah. Well, you heard it here, folks. A butter chicken fountain in the cars. Lukefoods approved. Easy to use, easy to set up. Way easier than just eating it normally. And it's much better tasting. It tastes a little bit metallic, a little bit plasticky, but you know what? It adds flavor. Maybe next time I'll dip some of that onion bhajia in it. You're coming with me. We are at the highest rated Indian restaurant in the country, Aga's in Houston, Texas. And oh my gosh, look at this spread. We got the butter chicken, garlic naan, and many more. Starting with their chicken lollipops. Look at these things.
Don't eat on a plate, dude.
These things are really spicy and really hot overall. The breading is perfectly crispy. Next up, the famous mango lassi. There's something about this mango lassi that's more sweet and slithers down the throat better than others. This is really good. Very malleable. Moving on to the famous garlic naan. Cooked perfectly, but in my opinion, it could use a little bit more garlic. And of course, the star butter chicken. I can confidently say that Aga's is a gas. Okay, this is amazing. Dip the garlic naan in there, like so. That's how life is created. A gas. Now, I've never had this before, the chicken biryani. That's some of the juiciest chicken that I've ever had, seasoned to perfection. The rice is so moist. The flavors are amazing. Next up, we got the palak paneer. Look at that. That was just a moist ball of cheese. That was like butter, it just melted. And this is some of the creamiest spinach I've ever had. It's like an artichoke dip on steroids. Next up, we got the bel puri, and I have no idea what the heck this is. Looks mighty good though. I just got a very strong tomato taste. It's like mixed with rice. And that's all I'm really tasting. I always recommend to try a little bit of this sauce on it, like so. Look at that creamy goodness. It kind of has like a buttermilk ranch texture. That was a must. Finally, you know we had to finish off with that gulab jamun. Look at that. That might have been one of the softest desserts I've ever had. Coated in syrup, this thing's delicious. Is that the best Indian food in the country? I have no idea actually, because I haven't had too many, but that was super good, okay? Definitely top tier. So yeah, Aga's in Houston, Texas, totally recommend them. You're awesome. Overall, 9.6 out of 10.